have been pleased to fix this matter on 1st of May, my lord. But I have some difficulty. My lord, I am these matters only on Thursdays. Would it be my lord's pleasure, my lord, to fix it on 8th instead of 1st, my lord? I have served a notice to the other side.
No, let it appear as to be mentioned. I'll not take up the matter. Only for fixing the date. I can keep it as to be mentioned.
On 1st.
On the 1st of May. On 1st of May as to be mentioned.
Deeply obliged. Grateful, lord.
Yes, give this.
It's kindly to mention a matter, a probate matter for inclusion in the list for final.
Under the heading?
Under the heading, my lord, new chamber. Ideally, it should come under new chamber application.
So mention on the chamber day. If it is it a chamber matter?
Yes, my lord. It's a GA that we have.
Mention tomorrow, chamber day.
Grateful.
My lord, may I wanted to mention this matter. This matter was returnable on 4th April.
Yes.
And my lord, this matter on the earlier bench was on the stage of deconstruction of records because there were certain records missing out of the court records. My lordship, I humbly pray like this matter be included in my lordship list when the time permits, my lordship.
So let it first appear as to be mentioned day after tomorrow.
Yes, my lordship.
Lordship, may I
notice upon the other side?
I have mentioned this matter.
No, mention that it will state that it will appear as to be mentioned day after tomorrow.
Lordship, may I have your leave to mention, Lordship, a matter for inclusion, Lordship. There was a violation of a preliminary decree. This matter was running in his Lordship's list, Justice Patnaik's list. But subsequent, Lordship, it has went out of the list because of the change in determination, I suppose. It was a date fixed matter, Lordship.
So when is the next date fixed?
No, Lordship, the last date was fixed in April, Lordship, 15th of April.
Preliminary decree was passed.
There was a preliminary decree passed. This is a suit for partition. There's a violation of the preliminary decree, and that is there was a GA filed subsequent to that is pending hearing, Lordship.
The GA?
Lordship.
Okay, give this list.
It's for inclusion. Grateful, Lordship. I'm mentioning upon notice, Lordship.
Madam, I am praying for a leave, my lord, for drawing up and completing, my lord, of a decree dated 9 January 2017.
Why so much delay?
My lord, this is a changed brief, my lord. When I am trying to file the execution of the decree, my lord, I saw this, my lord, the decree has not been drawn up and completed.
Okay. So, anyway, leave granted.
My lord, I'm seeking inclusion of a suit for.
Okay, let it appear as to be mentioned. Let this matter appear as to be mentioned.
Any day, my lord, your lordship.
To be mentioned day after tomorrow.
Yeah. My lord, may I have my lord's kind leave to mention, my lord, an application, my lord. It is due to appear in the list as adjourned motion, my lord. I am praying for inclusion in the list as adjourned motion.
My lord, I'm praying for inclusion of a suit for witness action, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, twice I have mentioned this matter, and my lord was kind enough to allow the mentioning, but the matter has not been listed.
Anyway, let the records come. Definitely, it will be listed.
Your Lordship, may I be permitted to mention one matter for inclusion. As per the last order dated 27th of March, the matter was supposed to be listed on 22nd of April for further cross-examination of the PW1. As it didn't, I'm humbly praying for inclusion of this matter on the daily list.
So let it appear first as to be mentioned day after tomorrow. Thereafter, date will be fixed.
Grateful, Your Lordship.
To be mentioned, item number 1. Honorable Prakash Agarwal.
My lord, this matter is coming at the instance of the interveners of GA 17 and 18 of this partition suit of 2001. My lord, we had mentioned for extension of the interim order which was passed by Justice Mojumdar on the 7th of April.
Plaintiff in this matter. Lordship, I'm humbly praying all the GAs may be taken up and heard. Lordship, it has been extended since 2023, Your Lordship, on several occasions.
My lord, I am appearing for defendant number 1, my lord. I am told by my client that talks of settlement is going on, my lord. I appear for the defendant.
So the interim order will expire today.
The interim order is expiring on the 30th, my lord.
Which application is going to be heard now?
Lordship, I appear on behalf of the plaintiff. I'm leading Mrs. Gopi. Lordship, there are two applications on behalf of the plaintiff. One is for Order 39 Rule 2A and the other one is for an injunction application. There are one more application filed by the defendant number 1 and there are two other applications filed by the interveners, GA 17 and GA 18. Today, only GA 18 is appearing before your Lordship. Your Lordship can extend the interim order, and thereafter your Lordship can direct the department to list all the matters together. Then we'll make our submissions and apprise your Lordship. That may be done.
Yeah, defendant number 2. Yes, give your names. Learned advocate for the plaintiff and learned advocate. You are for defendant number 1 and learned advocate for the defendant number 2 are present.
They are for interveners.
Along with learned advocate for the applicant intervener. As the application by the intervener GA 18 of 2023 is only appearing in the list, let this application be listed along with other applications being GA 14 of 2021, GA 15 of 2021, GA 16 of 2021, GA 17 of 2021, and GA 18 of GA 17 of 2021. Let these matters appear on 5/5/2025, next Monday.
My lord, according to my client, my lord, talks of settlement is going on.
Grateful.
No, just a minute. So let it appear on 22nd May.
Grateful, my lord.
5/2025. The interim order granted earlier stands extended for a period of 8 weeks or till further orders, whichever is earlier.
Grateful. I'm all right.
Very good.
New motions, item number 2, Kantima Kundu Chaudhuri and others.
My lord, I appear not with both behalf of the petitioners, my lord. My lord, I am praying 1 week time, my lord,
You are petitioner defendant.
Yeah, my lord, I am defendant petitioner, my lord, receiver, joint receiver petitioners. My lord, I am praying 1 week time for some, my lord, instruction is required, my lord. Kindly take it up Monday.
Okay, suit of 1935.
Yes.
Yes, on the prayer of learned advocate for the petitioner joint receiver, the matter stands adjourned till 13/5.
5th, my lord, next Monday, your lordship, kindly take.
13th of May, I am keeping it.
Yes.
13/5/2025.
Adjourn motion, item number 3, Pratik Borua and others.
I'm appearing for some of the defendants. My learned friend is appearing for some.
On the last occasion, this matter appeared before your lordship. Surprisingly, the matter came up before the lordship.
Preliminary decree is already passed in
Preliminary decree passed in 1963 itself. On the last occasion, we just apprised before your lordship with regard to one thing. Subsequently, one thing has happened. Proshun Kumar Borua, defendant number 3, we were given the leave to make a correction in the cost title. Well, G18, if your lordship kindly takes up that application, Proshun Kumar Borua has passed away on 15th of April. So he is to be substituted. He hails from the plaintiff side.
Okay.
And we are the
G18
defendants.
is what is this application for?
This is for application. This is an application praying for appointment of fresh survey commissioner in respect of the property.
Okay, but prior to that, what is to be done? The substitution.
There is a substitution. During the pendency, there are 4 applications which are pending before your lordship.
During the pendency of application.
Yes, all the application. Defendant plaintiff number 3. Plaintiff number 3 has passed away on 15th of April of this month.
Number 3, Proshun Kumar Borua.
Proshun Kumar Borua. There was a mistake, my lord, in the cost title. We undertook the correction.
Here I find cost title rectified. I don't know why pursuant to the leave granted. Anyway.
Yes, last.
Milord, this cost,
Yes.
cost title,
Cost title.
the cost title has been amended a number of times, Milord.
But here the name has to be deleted.
Yes, that is.
Now it is not a rectification but deletion.
Deletion.
There
we have
is
to-
substitution.
Yes.
Milord, I think
So
subject to correction of my learned friend, I think a formal application for substitution has to be made.
Yes.
So you are now representing the plaintiff number.
No, I am
1A,
representing. I am the excellent. I am the defendant number 4A and 4B.
Who is for the other?
No one is appearing on behalf of the
This is-
plaintiffs. That
this
is the
is
reason
the-
why. Well, we have taken out an application for transposition. My clients, 4A has taken out an application for transposition, which is GA21. And my client, another defendant number 4B has taken out another application for
Milord,
transposition.
may I make a submission?
The plaintiffs are not appearing for quite some time.
The
Do you know who is appearing?
yes, yes, my lord.
yes, that was
I'll appraise your lordship. What is this, my lord? If your lordship sees the record, even till today, even if sees the lordship's list as well as the records, Mr. Pal Chaudhary is the one who's appearing for the plaintiffs.
All the plaintiffs.
All the plaintiffs. Now there is an issue with Mr. Pal Chaudhary and apparently his clients. I don't know what the issue is. He has not been appearing for whatever be the reason. I don't know. Because I have asked Mr. Pal Chaudhary by a written communication, please let us know whether you are appearing or not and whether anybody has taken a change. He replied to say that no, nobody has taken a change.
Now question is, you are contending that the plaintiff number 3
3.
died.
Yes, 15th of April.
You have filed any death certificate of this
Well,
particular?
I am to procure it and file it in.
So
I am seeking leave before your
I'm
lordship.
simply adjourning the matter.
Yes, so that we can take out a
That
formal
not taking
application.
further steps.
Yes, because his legal heirs
The
have to be substituted.
issue here would be who is going to make this application?
Definitely the plaintiffs.
But
yes.
that he is the defendant, so he can't make that application.
Question is, he want to take necessary steps. I am simply adjourning the matter and requesting you to sub notice upon the
But
learned.
what I can do is, subject to my learned friend, he's been very accommodating and I have I have very good relationship with him. Subject to your lordship's leave, my lord, I can inform the advocate on record, so can my learned friend, Mr. Pal Chaudhary, who is actually the recorded advocate, even till today, to tell him that this is the situation, kindly take necessary steps.
Anyway, actually, he is not filing any documents. So
no, I understand.
He just your learned friend just obtained information.
No, I'm saying that, my lord. What I'm saying is he can probably inform Mr. Pal Chaudhary that it has come to my knowledge
Anyway, whatever it is, I'm adjourning the matter with the liberty to take necessary steps. Okay, because he's praying for adjournment.
Let us try to take.
I'm
make
just
every
granting
endeavor.
the adjournment
Yes.
because he wants to take. Yes.
Taken by whom?
Today, your learned friend is submitting that
He is appearing for some of the.
he has also got to
They
take.
are also appearing some of the defendants.
But
They're all in the
prior
same
to
boat.
this, but prior to this,
Same lordship.
if your lordship takes up the order of, there is another situation actually.
No, he has also prayed for transposition.
No, lordship, in that application, we have filed our respective objections.
that application, my lord, will be heard out on its own merits.
Because
That's
the
another issue.
Because the transposition application is pending before your lordship,
Unless
and that has not been considered at all at this point of time.
unless that
So
application.
the plaintiffs have to be put to notice with regard to this.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
The second aspect of the matter, there is another situation actually. I believe that has abated. There is another defendant who has passed away. There is an order of, my lord, 20th of December 2024. If your lordship kindly takes that application, order of 20th December 2024.
Yes.
That is Porikit Borua, my lord. This is the order, man. If your lordship could kindly 20th December.
Porikit.
There was a correction also that is done. Porikit Borua has passed away. Man, I believe that is the client of Mr. Chaudhary.
Borua is a rectification. Yeah,
No, there was a mistake in the spelling. So that was being corrected, not the name. That gentleman is, my lord, by the order of.
Porikit.
Yes, it should be Porikit Borua.
Yes.
But no necessary steps have also been taken in regard to that individual person. They are left by surviving heirs.
Okay, anyway, I'm just recording on it. Please record.
To order order
But Porikit, whether legal heirs are already on record.
My lord, may I suggest one thing? Let the
He's here.
be issued upon the plaintiff lordship.
Anyway, that will be issued. Learned advocate for defendant number. Yes, you are for
defendant number 4A and 4B.
4A, 4B.
I'm for 3A1, 3A2, 3A3, 3B, and 3C.
And learned advocate for the defendant number 3A1, 3A2, 3A3,
3B, 3B, and 3C.
And 3B and 3C. And learned advocate for?
I appear for the rest of the defendants.
Rest means how many? I don't know.
More than 20 defendants.
There are
lordship.
plenty here.
And learned advocate for the other
defendants.
And learned advocate representing the receiver are present. You are representing the receiver are present. As learned advocate for the plaintiff is not present, and this is a very old suit of 1960. This court is of the view that learned advocate for the plaintiff should be subbed upon with a notice. Thus, this matter stands adjourned till I'm making it after vacation.
Yes. 14th would be a decent time.
Yes.
After summer reopening.
Yes, I'm keeping. The matter stands adjourned till 16/6/2025. Learned advocate for the defendants are requested to serve notice upon learned advocate for the plaintiff, intimating the order and the next date fixed. As submitted by learned advocate for the receiver, that after 2023, no further remuneration is paid. Yes. Who, receiver?
Yes.
No, you are talking about remuneration.
Yes.
Let further remuneration of 500 GMs. 500 GMs to be shared by the parties.
No, my lord, he has some funds in his
Okay, that will be considered for the timing. That will take some time.
Very well.
There is a situation. I must appraise your lordship with regard to the remuneration. With regard to the receiver's remuneration, there is no issue.
Yes.
But with regard to the distribution of remuneration, with regard to the appointed commissioners before your lordship, there is an issue. There is an this is for the receiver, I believe.
Yes, only I'm confining. Let further remuneration of 500 GMs be paid to the learned receiver to be shared at this stage equally by the parties without prejudice. No, I'm just parties to pay at this stage.
And there is a fund, my lord. There is a consolidated fund which is lying.
I suggest it's my suggestion, because if everybody has to pay the proportional share of 500 million, there will be a problem. I may pay, some may not pay, some may pay, some may not pay. Whatever funds he has, let him appropriate 500 GMs from there.
Yes.
I think that would be safe.
Let it be something more. Then why only 500 GMs?
We have no objection, my lord.
Okay. Let a further remuneration of 500 GMs কেটে দিন, দিয়ে করে দিন 700 GMs be paid to the learned receiver. Learned receiver may appropriate the same from the fund which he is holding,
subject to available funds, my lord, because he may not be having that much money. I'm not sure.
And submit a report about the present fund on the next date fixed. You deduct your remuneration and submit a report about the present position.
In this matter, we are also the joint advocate commissioners, lordship. As per court order, we were appointed and we have discharged our duty, accordingly filed our report in court, lordship.
It's on record.
Initial remunerations were paid to us, but balance remuneration not yet.
But you are not holding any fund. This is the
no.
thing.
We are not holding fund, my lord. We
are not getting, lordship. That's the
anyway, come on the
everything will be
next
done
day.
from that account, lordship.
Come on the next day, I shall see what
Everything will be. On the one hand, receiver is entitled, he is asking for. Similarly, we are not praying, lordship, but it is the fact.
Come with the necessary orders to the
Yes, lordship. Everything is on record.
Order granting remuneration.
Everything is on record.
It's on record.
I shall see.
This is the order copy of 23rd April.
No, there was an interim order.
November. Kindly see, lordship. 20th November.
That there was a direction to pay.
Yes.
No,
that has been paid.
That has been paid.
And that initial remuneration has been paid.
No, November 2024.
Yes. 23.
Accordingly, we discharged our duty. We filed our report in court. Reports have been circulated amongst the parties.
Now the problem here is this. This is not simply a deduction from the consolidated fund, because now your remuneration is to be borne by the parties. This is the position. Not
No, my lord. May I?
Was upon the receiver also.
Direction was passed that the funds that are available with the learned receiver, we may be allowed to withdraw from that fund, and we have done that.
Anyway, I'm just granting. However, with regard to the remuneration of the special officers, the matter will be taken up for consideration on the next date.
Yes, my lord, in that case, liberty may be given to us also to withdraw the fund from that amount.
That cannot be. With my humble submission is that cannot be. There is an interim order of stay.
No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There is no order of stay. There is no order of stay. None at all.
I can, my lord, just produce that order.
Let him produce. There is no order of stay. If there was an order of stay, we would not have proceeded with the work.
Kindly cease. No, this is a speaking order.
There are lots of things.
Kindly cease, your lordship.
There is no order of stay.
That cannot be considered at this point. I believe the application can be disposed of and this matter can be decided fully at that point of time.
Direction was passed. Thereafter, application was taken out.
Daran na. Okay,
21st March 2024.
Yes, 21st March.
That is done. Commissioner of Partition should not raise any bill. So
your lordship, kindly turns to the next page.
We've not
kindly cease the next page order.
This is with regard to commission of partition.
Yes.
This is
You are appearing for the receiver.
It's only for the receiver.
that's right.
My lord, receiver is at present, he is only the custodian of that.
Receiver is also to be paid.
Yes, I'll explain.
Regarding your remuneration, it will be considered the next day. Definitely.
Very well.
This
Very well.
interim order is pending before your lordship. Yes.
Can be modified also.
Of
because
course,
it's not
of course it can be.
order.
Yes.
Of course it can be.
This is in connection with GA 24, which is the final application.
There are two
That is to be heard out.
separate individuals, my lord. One is my
I
lord,
have kept it after vacation, 16th of June.
16th June.
In the meantime, sub notice.
My lord, one more thing. There is an order. If this record could be taken together, I'm just trying to regularize the records. There is an order of 5th of March 2024, where the original side registrar was being directed to place the preliminary decree of 1970 before your lordships. Now that has not been tabled, I believe. That should be tabled, because unless that is being tabled, that could not be traced by the department for a very long period of time. That should be tabled on the next occasion, my lord.
You have the copies, certified copies.
We may have
of the preliminary decree.
My lord, I will be very honest. I will make an endeavor. I think one of the parties will have at least a photocopy of the.
Anyway, I'm not making any such orders.
No, there is a specific order of this court.
So let it remain. Okay. Let the
Register original
let
side.
the register original side take steps to
place
trace
on
out
record.
and
Your lordship may consider this.
ও তো রিপোর্ট একটা দিয়েছিল না
কি দিয়েছে ভাবো না দেয়নি
trace out and put up the
but he has not found the document.
preliminary decree dated 15/6/1970 and submit a further report with the decree on the returnable date. Let a copy of this order be served upon the registrar original side.
হ্যাঁ একটা সাফ করে দেবো এগুলো কোনো প্রিলিমিনারি ফালতু হ্যাঁ দিক না সাবস্ট্যান্টিভ রিপোর্ট দিয়ে শেষ করুন
Grateful, obliged.
অ্যাপিয়ারেন্স গুলো পেছনে
হ্যাঁ ওটা দিতে হবে 700 DGS 500 টা
No, just I was just beseeching your lordship to just indicate one thing in the order. The receivers may, my lord, this is not a consolidated fund. This is individual check that is being paid by all the defendants and all the plaintiffs with regard to the fund of the receiver.
Anyway, but receiver,
My lord,
the receiver is discharging duty.
Yes, he is discharging his duty.
This
My lord,
fact
one
has
thing.
also to be considered.
I am just considering one thing so that there is no future complications. My lord, I am just indicating your lordship to put in one thing. He may draw anything. He may draw your lordship 700 GMs. We have no objection, subject to availability of funds. Otherwise, my lord, there will be a
He's saying there are funds.
further demand.
Submit a report that there is no availability
Yes,
of funds.
let him say so.
Submit a report that.
Yes.
Because I have directed to submit a report.
Yes, I'm grateful.
After withdrawing
I'm
the
grateful.
he has to submit the report
I'm grateful.
About
the present position.
If the fund is available, lordship.
He will
on the next
disperse.
occasion, our remuneration is also.
Will also be taken,
Definitely.
will be taken care of.
On his report, your application will be
Absolutely,
considered.
absolutely. It can't be that, my lord, he's done his work and we've not done our work, but we don't get paid. It's very unfair.
Equal pay for equal. Equal pay for equal.
You can say no work, no pay for equal.
আমি তো no work no. আমার তো
Obliged.
16/6/2024.
Yes.
Grateful.
এই কাগজটা পড়ে গেছে।
Well, matter will appear under the heading.
Under the same heading.
Same heading.
Yes.
Grateful.
I'm grateful, your lordship.
যেটা হ্যাঁ ফার্স্ট কল গুলো করে দিন।
Testamentary matters, item number 4, 5, 6, 7.
In 7.
Item 7.
7, your lordship, I appear for the applicant, your lordship. And I will kindly take into
Applicant, what applicant intervener?
No, my lord. I appear for the petitioner, my lord. My lord will kindly take
That is
into
the petitioner
consideration.
means, oh,
Yes, the order dated, my lord, November 3, 2022. My lord, the letter of administration was granted on.
you are representing?
I have item number 6, lordship.
Okay.
My lord, the letter of administration was granted on 3rd December 2018. And my lord, there was a direction to file accounts and also, my lord, the inventory. My lord, there was a delay. In for the inventory, there was
Give the records.
দাঁড়াও, দেখাবো। কপি আছে 7 My lord, may I hand up an order of the may I hand up the order of November 3, 2022?
Whose application is this one? This.
My lord, it's GA3 was my application for condonation of delay. My lord, the order was passed on, my lord, November 3, 2022. My lord, whereby the Honorable Justice Rao was considered enough to condone the delay of 1215 days for filing the inventory and 1030 days for filing the accounts. My lord, thereafter, my lord, we have filed the accounts, my lord, on 25th November 2022. My lord, I have obtained a report from the registrar. Reported copy to the my lord, therefore, nothing remains in the application. My lord. No. So disposed of. My lord, GA has also been disposed of, your lordship, by the same order.
Where is that order?
My lord, November 3, I have handed over to your lordship.
November 3. Okay, GA3 is disposed of. So in terms of that order, you were directed to file inventory and statement of accounts
Yes,
within
your
a period of 1 month.
My lord,
And
we
that
have
has
filed
been
it
done.
on 25th November 2022. My
November.
lord, I have handed over a copy of the report. My lord, the report reads on 25th November. My lord, will kindly take the last paragraph.
Yes, on the 9th,
9th November, we have filed the report. We have filed the inventory and the accounts. So, my lord, nothing remains.
So the
in
matter can be disposed.
Can be disposed of, your lordship.
Yes. Learned advocate for the applicant administrator.
Yes, your lordship.
Is present. Hard learned advocate for the applicant administrator. It appears that by order dated November 3, 2022, direction was issued upon the applicant to file the inventory and the statement of accounts within a period of 1 month from date. Stop. It further appears from the report issued by the office of the registrar that inventory and accounts of the property and credits of Shrimati Shanta Ghosh, deceased, have been filed by Mr. Rajratna Sen, the administrator of the estate of the deceased, on 9th day of November in the year 2022. Stop. In the facts and circumstances, this court is of the view that as the direction made by order dated November 3, 2022 is complied, and the inventory and accounts is filed by the administrator, the application GA3 of 2022 was already disposed. Nothing remains to be decided in the said application. Thus, this entire case is treated as disposed.
I'm grateful.
I am for the petition. Lord, this matter has
What
already
is this GA? Whose application is this? GA3?
This is my application.
Your item 8?
Item 8, my lord.
Yes.
Lord, there is a stay of Honorable Division Bench, my lord. Anyhow, the matter is listed before your lordship.
Anyway, let me see that order.
My lord, I highlight that order. হ্যাঁ না আমি তাপস দত্ত না এটা আমি রেকর্ডে বলেছি কিন্তু শো করছে তাপস দত্ত হিসাবে ইন পার্সন
So this stay order is still continuing. The appeal is still pending.
Still pending.
Yes, please record an order.
One thing I want to mention, Lord, in this there is a it's showing that Tapos Dotto in person. It is not actually, my lord. I file at my I filed my wakalatnama, my lord.
Anyway, I'm recording. Learned advocate for the petitioner, administrator. You are for the administrator, petitioner, administrator. Petitioner, administrator is present. Learned advocate submits that in terms of order dated 3rd March 2022, passed by the Honorable Division Bench of this Court in APO 78 of 2020, further proceedings with regard to grant of probate is stayed. Stop. In the facts and circumstances, let this matter go out of the list with liberty to mention. Not today. Not today.
Lordship, in this matter, I am appearing on behalf of the executor. Last occasion, Lordship, due to my prayer, matter was adjourned. I was in bad health condition. Lordship, this matter appear before your Lordship for issuance of citation by way of paper publication, Lordship. Actually, the deceased executed the will against the property which has been inherited by her from her husband, and her husband died long time back. And as per the Succession Act, Lordship, section 15 and 16, the heirs of the husband should get the first preference of inheritance. But as there is no one's living in the as per the schedule, so I am, Lordship, asking for a paper publication. I have stated in paragraph number 6 of this petition.
Yes, yes, this is your application.
Previously, Lordship, this petition was amended as per the
6
and paragraph number 6, Lordship.
Paragraph 6 was
Vikiram Banerjee predeceased the deceased.
Oh, that the husband of the deceased.
Yes, Lordship, on 17th February 2006. And
so, because the husband of the testatrix,
yes, Lordship,
predeceased her, so definitely the husband's property has vested upon this testatrix.
Yes,
as well as the children.
There was no issue,
No
Lordship.
children. So entirely upon the testatrix.
Entirely upon the testatrix.
So
But as per section section 15, Lordship.
Yes.
The property of female Hindu dying intestate shall devolve according to the rules set out in section 16.
That means only that portion of the inherited property. Portion of the inherited property.
Firstly, upon the son, daughters, including children of any predeceased son or daughters and the husband. There is no one. Secondly, upon the heirs of the husband, Lordship. In that case, Lordship, what happened? The mother-in-law and father-in-law passed away in the year 1984, and the deceased husband had true brother. They have also died, Lordship. So I have no knowledge about whether any other heirs are there or not. For that reason, I have prayed for a paper publication by a general citation by way of paper publication, Lordship. Once in a English newspaper and once in a Bengali newspaper, Lordship.
Yes, what is that application? GA?
It is, Lordship, in normal course, Lordship, comes as per the prayer. It was amended.
GA 1301.
That was the no, Lordship.
Oh, this is amendment.
Amendment was done as per the order passed on 12 May 2023. by his lordship Krishna Rao. Subsequently, lordship, the department lost the file. So again, another order was passed by his lordship on 14th August 2023, giving direction to reconstitute the file. I have supplied the file and accordingly the amendment was done, lordship. In the prayer also, in the petition and as well as in the affidavit of assets.
So the testatrix do not have any children.
No, no, lordship.
So simpliciter, it is the legatee.
Legatee.
Who is as well as the executor.
Yes, lordship.
Is to get benefit of the.
She is a benefitor. She is the sister. I'm just praying as per prayer A and B of the.
Prayer A?
Prayer A and B. Issue of general citation, affixing a copy thereon to the notice board of this Honorable High Court and another copy of the same at the notice board of the office of the collector. And second, gist of the general citation be issued and published once in Statesman, an English daily newspaper, and its Bengali version or any paper as your lordship.
Where is that application?
This is a special, no application required, lordship. As per the prayer or in page 9, prayer portion of the original application, lordship.
That is page 7.
9 as per amendment, in normally page 7, starting from page 7, it was amended.
Because there was no caveat in this case.
No caveat till date is lodged. But as per the procedure, I should have informed everyone if there is anyone living who can come in case of intestacy, lordship, who may inherit.
See, by order dated 8/3/2024, there was an order in terms of prayer A and B of the petition.
That petition was for amendment of the original application for grant. That was, lordship, I have a copy. And subsequently, 14th August, pardon me, I have just my office copy, lordship. This is the second order and first order. Amendment was allowed. But anyhow, from the department,
D and E.
D and E of the original petition.
Yes, D and E.
In the GA. But that petition was lost from the custody of the department. Subsequently, that matter further appeared before his lordship, and his lordship directed me
A, B, and C of the master summons.
Yes, lordship. That's GA has been GA number
2 of 2023.
That has been disposed of, lordship. I have an office copy with me. If your lordship wants, I can hand over. Annexure D was the affidavit of assets, showing the amendment.
So GA2 was disposed.
Yes, lordship, disposed. And the original PLA 59 of 2012 was amended following the procedure. Annexure F of GA was the proposed amendment.
Anyway, after 14th August 2023, the record is reconstructed.
Yes, lordship.
So this is your amended prayer, issue general citation.
Yes, lordship.
Yes, record and order. Learned advocate for the petitioner executor is present. Third learned advocate for the petitioner. It appears that by order dated 8/3/2024, the prayer for amendment
Yes, Lordship.
of the PLA 59 of
9 of
2012 was allowed. Stop. The learned advocate for the petitioner has also prayed that in terms of the prayer A and B of the amended petition, a general citation be issued affixing a copy thereof on the notice board of this court and another copy of the same on the notice board of the office of the Collectorate of Calcutta, and a gist of general citation be issued and published once in the English Daily Statesman and one in Bengali edition. Upon hearing the learned advocates and considering, yes, which paragraph you have stated that there are no legal
In paragraph 6.
paragraph?
Paragraph 6 of the petition, amended portion.
Yes, paragraph
6.
6.
Page number.
Yes. It is the contention of the petitioner that the husband of the deceased, Bikram Banerjee, predeceased
Bikiram Banerjee.
Bikram
Banerjee.
Bikiram Banerjee predeceased the deceased on 17/2/2026, and mother and father of the deceased also predeceased the deceased on 17/8/1984 and 27/9/1998. Stop. The deceased also died without any issue of her own, as shown in the affidavit of assets, being inherited property of the deceased from her husband. The same devolved upon the heirs of her husband's side, being father in terms of Hindu Succession Act 1956. Stop. Upon considering the contention of the petitioner and upon hearing the learned advocates, this court is of the view that to resolve the controversy, it would be reasonable to issue general citation. Thus, the prayer of the petitioner is allowed. Let general citation be issued, affixing a copy thereof on the notice board of this honorable court, and another copy of the same on the notice board of the office of the Collectorate at Calcutta, and the list and the gist of the general citation be published, one in the newspaper, in Statesman newspaper.
Yes, Lordship.
And another in Anandobajar Potrika.
Lordship. And there is a Bengali version also of a Statesman, Lordship. As your Lordship.
Anandobajar is widely circulated.
As your Lordship. And your Lordship, please.
Let the draft copy of the citation be obtained from the department in the meantime.
Yes, Lordship.
And let this matter appear on 18/6/2025
Deeply obliged, Lordship.
for report regarding issuance of general citation.
Deeply obliged.
And publication in the newspaper.
Deeply obliged, Lordship.
So let it appear as to be mentioned.
Yes, Lordship.
Let the matter appear as to be mentioned
In the meantime, I will
on 18/6/2025.
Deeply obliged. With your honest leave.
Yes.
Item number 9 in the goods of Ashraf and
Not today.
Calcutta wala. Not today. Old suits, first call, item number 10, Srimati Anjali Malik. 11, Lakhi Chand Gupta. 12, C. Sushanto De.
20, my lord.
12,
my lord.
11, your lordship.
11.
11, yes.
And for the plaintiff, your lordship, the erstwhile advocate on record has retired from his brief. Kindly adjourn this matter for 2 weeks so that I can file my Vakalatnama in the meantime, your lordship.
Okay. Learned advocate for the plaintiff prays for time to take necessary steps in this matter. Thus, this matter stands adjourned. How much time do you require?
2 weeks, Your Lordship.
Let this matter appear on 14/5/2025 in the same heading.
And for the plaintiff, one of the plaintiffs had died, my lord. And I have to file substitution application, my lord. Let the matter go out of.
How many plaintiffs are there?
About 4 or 5 plaintiffs, my lord.
One of the plaintiff died. Item 12.
12, my lord.
And for the defendant, my lord,
How many? Which defendant?
my lord, 17 and 18.
Record and order. Learned
But I am
advocate.
told by the defendant, my lord, the suit has already been decreed, my lord. Only today morning I have been instructed, my lord.
No.
My lord,
Okay, let us see. Suit has been decreed on which date?
my lord,
No,
I
no.
have to ascertain, my lord, from the papers, my lord. It
Okay.
will be after vacation, my lord.
Let it go out of list, my lord. I will file substitution application, my lord. Liberty to mention.
Learned advocate for the plaintiff and learned advocate for the defendant. Number 17 and 18 are present on the prayer of learned advocate.
Substituted defendant ABC.
Learned advocate for 17 and 18. Defendant number 17 and 18. On the prayer of learned advocate for the plaintiff, the matter stands adjourned till vacation. Till 10/6/2025.
Let the matter be go out of list, my lord. I will mention. Liberty to mention, my lord.
It's an old matter. Let it
Yes,
retain
yes,
its
yes.
position.
As your lord, as your lord.
Okay. 10/6/2025
10-6.
in the same heading.
Yes, my lord.
Item 13, Bishwanath Junjunwala and others.
Item number 13 and 49 for the plaintiffs, my lord. The plaintiff number 1 has died, my lord. A substitution application has been taken out, my lord. It has not been yet affirmed, but 2 weeks time may be granted.
So 13 and 14.
Yes, my lord.
Acha, 13. Learned advocate for the plaintiff is present. Learned advocate prays for time to take necessary steps with regard to the substitution application on account of death of one of the plaintiff.
Plaintiff number 1.
Plaintiff number 1. Thus, this suit stands adjourned till 13/5/2025.
Similar in item 14.
Item 14 also same.
Same.
Item number 15, Indrajit Singh Kaur. 16, Titan Engineering Company Private Limited. 17, Balak Singha and others. 18, Lakhi Devi Nahatani. 19, Sushmita Banerjee. 20, 21st Century India Limited. 21, GT and Company. 22, Bauria Jute Mills.
22, my lord, I appear for the defendant. My lord, here the parties were trying to settle. My lord, in the suit filed by the plaintiffs here, my lord, there's a Chapter 13 application which has been disposed of by the Supreme Court. And I have a Section 10 application, my lord, because mine is a prior suit, which is item number 24. My lord, that both these suits, my lord, for the time being stand over after the vacation. We'll come back, my lord.
You are representing one of the defendants.
My lord, in this, I'm representing the defendant. In 20.
Both the defendants.
Yes, my lord.
All these GAs are to be disposed of.
Yes, my lord, these have to be disposed of.
So plaintiff is not anyway. Yes. Mr. Ghosh, learned advocate for the defendant, is present. Mr. Ghosh prays for time as because talks of settlement.
22 is my suit. I was confused. This is I'm preparing for the plaintiff.
Mr. Ghosh, learned advocate for the plaintiff, is present. Learned advocate submits that some talks of settlement are going on and prays for time. Thus, this suit stands adjourned till how much time do you require?
My lord, 1 week after vacation, if your lordship so pleases, my lord.
16/6/2025.
Both matters. Item number 22 and 24.
24. Anybody is appearing? The other.
I am for the defendant.
Defendant. Plaintiff advocate is not here.
And number 2. No, my lord. Plaintiff.
Okay. 24 also same order. Okay, Mr. Ghosh appearing for defendant.
Yes, defendant number 2 there.
Defendant number, Mr. Ghosh
2.
appearing for defendant number 2.
Grateful.
'23, the National Small Industries. '25, Reliance Firepack and Pottery Limited. '26, Mohammad Faizul Haq.
Yes. 26.
Yes.
You are for?
For plaintiff, I believe.
So what is the stage of the suit?
Discovery of document on their part has been completed, and I still.
You are the sole defendant. You are for all the plaintiffs.
Yes, my lord. কোথায় গেল রামিসকে ফোন কর না কেন ফোন কর এদিকে
After vacation, my lord, in the meantime, I will complete my part.
my I'm just calling my advocate on
What is the
record.
present stage of
My
the
lord,
suit?
so far, my lord, discovery is pending. Discovery is pending, na? Your discovery.
Affidavit of documents filed.
Yes. Documents filed, my lord. One difficulty would be we are relying the agreement, which is, my lord, for us, my lord, it has not been properly stamped. So at this stage, it may be, my lord.
Have you filed affidavit of documents or not? That is the question. Thereafter, the next stage comes, the discovery.
Oh. My lord, let's be
11,
short pass over. My advocate, instructing advocate is coming.
So I'm making, okay, short pass over.
Short pass.
Second call. Old suit, second call. Item number 10.
Not today.
15, Indrajit Singh Kaur.
Not today.
16,
Not today.
17, Balak Singho.
Not today.
18, Lakshmi Devi Nathani.
Not today.
19, Sushmita Banerjee.
Not today.
20, 21st century. 21, GT and Company.
Same.
23, the National Small Industries.
Not today.
25, Reliance Firebrick and Pottery Company. 26,
26.
Mohammad Faizul Haq.
26. আমাদের discovery of where is it? I'm told, my lord, discovery of documents and affidavit of documents filed. It has been completed from our part.
Discovery and the inspection are complete.
It was initially decreed ex parte, my lord. It was initially
Thereafter, it was recalled.
recalled, my lord.
Now, discovery and inspection
For
from
appeal court, my lord. It was from appeal court. It was, my lord, remanded.
now discovery and inspection from the plaintiff side.
Yes,
is
yes,
over.
complete.
And from the defendant side,
Foreign. It is
the
from their
defendant
side.
has to give inspection of the documents.
Yes. Yes.
So let him give.
My lord, in the meantime, my lord, in the meantime, the document, my lord, the agreement which I are relying, my lord, on the basis of which, my lord, we are seeking specific performance, that is my agreement for sale. We are the tenant in the premises, my lord. So
You are relying upon that agreement, but that has to be impounded if it is not
yes, my
done.
lord. If my lord passes that order, in that meantime, we can, my lord, take appropriate steps for impounding the document for regarding the stamp.
How it is possible, my lord.
So that application can be taken out by.
Challenge, we have challenged.
No. If an agreement is not stamped, then that has to be impounded.
Yes, my lord. 35, my lord.
So make an application.
My lord can pass our order in our, my lord, on the basis of our submission also.
So let a date be fixed for consideration of the affidavit of documents tomorrow. Come tomorrow.
Yes, I have no difficulty.
My lord, after vacation, my lord, in the meantime, I will complete it my part.
No. Regarding that
Impounding.
the document, if it has to be impounded, then
Yes.
it has to be impounded.
Yes, otherwise, my lord, it cannot be proceeded, my lord.
Okay.
Matter cannot be proceeded.
Tomorrow, my lord.
Day after
Yes,
tomorrow, my lord,
record an order.
30th হচ্ছে না? আমি থাকছি না গো।
Learned advocate for the plaintiffs, all the plaintiffs.
All the.
And learned advocate for the defendant are present. Learned advocate for the plaintiff submits that the affidavit of documents is complete. A filing of affidavits with regard to documents are complete, and discovery and inspection from the plaintiff side is over. It is further submitted that one document is not stamped.
My lord, discovery is complete. When inspection, they have filed to their document. Thereafter, we will
No,
connect.
no, from your side, you have given them inspection.
Yes, 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 yes.
Discovery
yes.
and inspection from the plaintiff side is complete.
So we have not taken any inspection because they have not filed the documents.
Plaintiff's documents are already inspected by the defendant.
Yes. ওরা করে নিয়েছে। ওরা করে
However, defendant is yet to give inspection with regard to his documents.
ফাইল করেছেন documents? Oh, they have not filed the documents.
As the defendant says, has not yet filed the documents. However, as it is submitted by the learned advocate for the plaintiff that one document which is not properly stamped, necessary order is required to be passed for taking necessary steps. In the facts and circumstances, let this matter appear on 34/2025.
30th, my lord, 30th, I will be in Jalpaiguri very
So
soon.
first,
my lord, no difficult. First
or second?
Second, first. My lord, let me do on 5th, my lord.
Okay, 5/2025 for orders.
Because if we went to Jalpaiguri, my lord, it is difficult when the matter will be taken up.
Okay, I'm keeping it on 5th.
Yes, my
for
lord.
orders.
Grateful. With regards, particularly with regards to that.
Orders with regard to
Yes,
that.
Yes, limited. Grateful.
Item number 27, Srimati Usha Gupta and others.
Please, my lord. My lord, I appear for the plaintiff number 3, my lord. My lord, the matter is coming up at my instance. Lord, in this matter, the plaint was amended, Lord, in 2023. And Lord, I had filed an application for fresh issuance of summons. Lord, I have the deputy sheriff's
What
report.
is that application? GA?
My lord, that was allowed and disposed of.
Okay, disposed.
My lord, this was allowed on 22nd December 2022. My lord, GA2, which was disposed of on 22nd December 2022, was my application seeking impleadment. And my lord, this was allowed. And by further order dated 10th April 2023, my lord, I had taken out this application seeking fresh issuance of writ of summons. This was also allowed. My lord, I have the deputy sheriff's report, my lord, which shows that the defendants were served in July 2023. My lord, despite a passage of 1.5 years, my lord, no written statement has been filed. So, my lord, I was praying for appropriate orders, my lord.
Yes, show the report of the deputy sheriff.
May I hand over? My lord, since during the pendency of the suit, certain defendants have sold off their properties to the plaintiff number 3. So, my lord, defendant numbers 2 and 5, my lord, perhaps will have nothing to say in this matter. Now, the answering defendants 1, 3, 4, 6, and 7 have been served.
How many defendants are there in this case?
My lord, total there are 7 defendants. My lord, out of which defendant numbers 2 and 5 have sold their properties to me, plaintiff number 3, during the pendency of the suit. My lord, apropos this, I had taken out an application seeking amendment of plaint and impleadment of my name as a plaintiff. My lord, that was allowed. My lord, subsequently, after this application was allowed and I was impleaded as a plaintiff, my lord, I had taken out an application GA3 seeking fresh issuance of summons on all the defendants because there was an added defendant as well. My lord, that was also allowed. My lord, this was in 2023. If my lord kindly takes up that order, my lord. 10th April 2023 order, my lord. Perhaps this was the last order which was passed in this matter.
Yes, 10th April order, please. 10th April order in 2020. Orders.
Online.
You have the copy of the order?
My lord, I don't have the copy, my lord. My lord, kindly gives me a second, my lord. My learned instructing advocate is finding that out. मेरे को व्हाट्सएप कर दीजिए इसमें, मेरे को करिए ना, जज साहब को दिखाना है। December 22. RVET order 22nd
Yes,
December
April 10, 2023.
Yes, my lord. My lord, this is the last order by which, my lord, plaintiff number 3 had prayed for fresh issuance of summons on all the defendants. My lord, this was allowed. My lord, since the plaint had been amended, no, this is perhaps the 22nd December 2022 order. 22nd December.
Thereafter, this is the last order, April 10,
Yes, my lord.
2023.
My lord, then I have the
And
deputy-
11/9/2023 is the report of the bailiff.
Yes, my lord.
That is the deputy sheriff.
Yes, my lord.
So, as per the report of the deputy sheriff, service upon the defendant number 1, 2, and 7 is complete. So far, defendant number 3 is concerned, it is also complete. Only thing is this, so far, and the defendant number 4, 5, and 6, they could not be served till date.
My lord, physical service was not complete, but they've been served by speed post. Lord, if your lordship kindly sees the bottom of that page, Lord, speed post service has been
Yes,
effected on all the defendants.
1, 2, and
Since it's a partition to suit, defendant numbers 2 and 5, since they've sold off their properties, they will have nothing to say in the matter.
no, so far defendant number 1, 2, and 7 is concerned, and 3 is concerned. There is no dispute.
But 4 and 6.
Only thing is with regard to 4, 5, and 6.
So, my lord, in that, my lord, only 4 and
Just if I go below, defendant number 1 to on 11/7. Three is also no dispute. Yes, 3 is served. 1, 2, 3, and 7. Out of this 4. Okay, so far defendant number 5 is concerned, refuse is a good service.
And my lord, defendant number 5 has sold off his property as well.
Anyway, refuse means it's a good service. And item delivered. So regarding sale, plaint is amended.
My lord, plaint has been amended.
No, subsequent to sale.
Yes. Lord, I was the purchaser of the property, so I
Yes,
filed
6,
an
7
application.
is also item delivered. Yes, 7 except defendant number 5, the others have been served.
Defendant number 1. और बाकी defendants?
And the written, did any of the defendants enter appearance?
My lord, I am instructed that defendant number 1 has entered appearance. Only defendant number 1.
Defendant number 1 has entered appearance.
On 22nd December 2022.
Whether any written statement has filed or not. Defendant number 1.
Lord, I will have to check from the registry, my lord.
Okay, you have to get a report.
Lord, we shall check that.
Okay,
Lord, we haven't been served a copy.
Yes.
My lord, we haven't been served a copy of any written statement, Lord. We shall check with the department.
Learned advocate for all the plaintiffs.
No, my lord. Plaintiff number 3.
Plaintiff number 3 is present. Learned advocate for the plaintiff refers to order dated April 10, 2023, where the prayer for issuance writ up summons upon all the defendants were allowed, and thereafter steps were taken by the plaintiffs to cause necessary service. It appears from the report of Deputy Sheriff dated 11/9/2023 that service upon defendant number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 7 are complete. Stop. So far, defendant number 5 is concerned, the postal envelope returned with the remark refused. Stop. As refusal is a good service, the service upon the defendant number 5 is also treated to be complete. Stop. Learned advocate for the plaintiff pressed for time to cause necessary inspection and to ascertain as to whether either of the defendants have entered appearance and filed written statements. Let this matter appear in the same status on 13/5, 2 weeks time.
Wait for a minute.
13/5/2025.
Wait for a minute. My lord, may I have the deputy sheriff's report? একটা জেরক্স করে দিয়ে দেব। হ্যাঁ, একটা কপি দিয়ে দিচ্ছি। Grateful, madam.
I appear for the plaintiff. My lord, on 8th August, my lord, this suit was dismissed for default. Sorry, 14th August 2018, suit was dismissed for default. Thereafter, my lord, it was restored by the Honorable Division Bench on the 8th of August 2019. Now, my lord, in terms of the Division Bench's order, my lord, 6 weeks' time was given to the defendants to, my lord, file their written statement, which they have not done. My lord, however, they have vacated the premises.
Dismissed on 14th August and restored on 8th August 2019.
Restored by the Division Bench on 8th August 2019.
Yes, on an appeal being preferred.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Your Lordship, our senior counsel, Mr. Pradeep Datta,
You are appearing for?
for the defendant, Your Lordship.
Yes, for all the defendants.
Well, it's an undefended suit, my lord. Lordship will kindly see. They have not filed wakalatnama, they have not filed written statement. Certificates are there, my lord.
Your Lordship, our senior counsel is on out of station due to
No,
some
even
personal.
in undefended suit also, parties
Only cross-examination.
cross-examine and argue the matter also.
Yes, my lord. So, my lord, I am only praying, my lord, let it be kept after vacation, let it be marked as an undefended suit.
For evidence.
For, my lord, recording of the plaintiff's evidence, we'll come with the documents and
You are the
have
sole plaintiff.
I'm the only plaintiff.
You are for the sole defendant.
Yes, yes, Your
And they have vacated the premises. Only factor for determination is what would be the mean profit for the time when they were illegally occupying the premises after, my lord, receipt of 106. And, my lord, the division bench specifically granted them 6 weeks' time to file the written statement, after expiry of which they have lost their chance. My lord, 8th August 2019 order is there, And my lord, the sheriff's report also indicates that. And in fact, my lord, the previous coordinate bench had
There is
called.
no order to treat this suit as undefended.
No, my lord, not yet, my lord. That is why I'm praying, my lord, your lordship may be kindly pleased to mark it as an undefended suit.
Yes, what is your instruction?
All I need to say, your lordship, that our senior counsel is out of station due to some personal work.
So let it be made not this week. Let them.
My lord, they can come and cross-examine my witness. I'm saying lordship keeps it after vacation.
No, if it is treated as undefended, again they have to come with an application.
No, they cannot, because if your lordship sees the division bench's order, but the division bench order, my lord, on first page itself, the second paragraph, the respondent will have, this is 8th of August 2019. The respondent will have 6 weeks from the date of receipt of a copy of this order to file its written statement. So they have not availed of this chance.
Okay, now this time cannot be extended by this court.
Yes.
You have to go to the division bench to
In
obtain
case
an
they want that. It's recorded in the report filed by the sheriff, my lord, that they have not filed their written statement. So, my lord, it has to be marked as an undefended suit. There are 3 suits, my lord. I've handed over 3 reports from the office of the sheriff, my lord.
Yes, do you know whether the Vokalatnama is filed or not?
Not filed.
No.
Because 18/1/2025 also there is a record that Vokalatnama is not yet filed. Anyway, I can record your undertaking that Vokalatnama will be filed.
But that also they have to explain, because, my lord, in terms of the original side rules, they have a time frame within which they have to enter appearance. That time has also lapsed. The division bench granted them time to take it out.
Yes, so even as you know that in undefended suit also that right argue that
Yes,
cross-examination
my lord. That is subject to them filing an application explaining why they couldn't have entered appearance in the suit.
Yes, please record an order. Learned advocate for the Mr. Ghosh, learned advocate for the plaintiff, is present and submits that in terms of the order passed by the Honorable Division Bench in APD 38 of 2019, dated 8th August 2019, the suit is to be treated as undefended suit, as the defendants have not filed written statement in terms of order dated 8th August 2019. So they preferred an appeal, but not.
We preferred an appeal.
Oh, you preferred an appeal.
My suit got
They
dismissed.
appeared in before the appellate court.
Yes, yes. Their appearance is there. No, before the single bench, I think it was there. It's not recorded. But however, my lord, they didn't enter appearance thereafter.
But so what the appellate court is concerned, they entered.
My lord, yes, my lord, because the first sentence says the respondent is aware of the suit and a copy of the plaint should be forwarded to the respondent by way of abundant caution. Because writ of summons has been served, the division bench records it. The first sentence of the second paragraph of the division bench's order, my lord.
No, single bench, the application does not disclose, nor does it.
That was for, my lord, extension of time to lodge the summons.
Prayer is made
Yes.
on behalf of learned senior counsel seeking to represent the defendant. Stop. However, it is an admitted position that no Vokalatnama is filed till date.
This is serial number 30 for 200.
In the facts and circumstances, the matter stands adjourned and posted. I'm posting it as undefended suit and posted as undefended suit on after vacation.
Lordship. A week after vacation, if so.
17/6/2025. In the meantime, the defendants may take necessary steps in accordance with law.
They appeared in, my lord, CS 201, which is item number 30. The division bench records it. The three suits are for different parts of the same property.
This is also same order.
Yes, well, it will be the same order. My lord, this is 28, 29, and 30.
Three suits.
My lord, I'm only showing item number 30's division bench's order because, my lord, it records that the respondent has appeared for most of the part of the suit. Lordship kindly sees part of the appeal. The first sentence of the second paragraph. So they were absolutely aware of these suits.
So they have appeared.
Yes.
In the appeal also they have appeared.
Yes.
Anyway, let us see.
Yes, my lord.
What can be done in accordance with law.
And we served the order after passing of the division bench order. We have served on them on 4th
29 and 30 also same order.
Yes, my lord.
All on 18th.
Lordship.
কবে করা হয়েছে দেখুন অর্ডারটা
17th, your lordship.
17th.
Grateful.
আলাদা আলাদা।
Item number 31, Madhavi Malik and another.
My lord, 31, my lord, I appear for the applicant.
Before making my lord, only intimation. has been given.
Intervener.
Yes, now my lord, I have been left out from the partition suit. I have filed an application, my lord, for addition of party.
My lord, before my lord, the dependent number 6, Manju Mullik, has been expired on 25th April. My lord, today is the 28th. My lord, death certificate has yet not been obtained.
I'm adjourning it.
Others legal heirs of Manju Mullik has already been party. My peer only the
Any other persons required to be brought on the record?
no.
All are
Only
in the
her
record.
name may
Make
be
an
expunged.
application record. Make an application with regard to that. That
But
are name
only-
be expunged. There are no other legal heirs. All are on the record. An application is necessary for.
He has a legal heirs who are already been party in the instance.
See,
So
one of the plaintiff died.
no, dependent number 6.
Okay, defendant number 6 died, and the legal heirs of the defendant number 6 are already on record.
Record.
So no further heirs are to be brought on the record.
Only the hard name may be expunged and directed to the department to correct it
Let it be on oath. Okay, I'm adjourning it for just this week.
this week. After obtaining death certificate,
Yes. Because for deletion of the name, death certificate is necessary.
record. Yes.
And a statement on oath that there are no legal heirs apart from those who are on the
Yes.
Lordship,
But
this
with
wouldn't
regard
be
to-
an impediment, Lordship. This wouldn't be an impediment. These are procedural things which can go on parallelly, Lordship. Lordship, the issue before my lord today is there are two applications. One has been preferred by my client, which being the defendant number 10. The other one is by my learned friend for addition of party. I am on the point that the partition commissioner was appointed behind my back. This is a partition suit of 2014. I had entered appearance. I filed my written statement. One of the
have you challenged the preliminary decree?
No.
I did not challenge the preliminary decree. Please
On
let me
consent,
submit.
on
Please
con-
let me submit. There is no question of challenging the preliminary decree because I'm happy with the preliminary decree. I'm not challenging the shareholding, Lordship. What is important?
You are aggrieved by the partition commissioner's report.
Lordship, not only that. The appointment of the party, because I had specifically requested that particular order may be recalled. It was being heard by the previous bench. Now what has happened? The partition commissioner was appointed behind my back.
So is it no, partition commissioner has to be appointed. If amicable partition cannot be sorted,
Lordship,
then a
that
partition
was-
commissioner
that
has
was
to be
on an
appointed.
application where there were serious allegations against me. I did not get an opportunity to counter such allegations. Not only that, my lord, the partition commissioner, good, bad, indifferent, lordship, has been appointed. We are following the rules of orders passed by this court. Lordship, now what has happened? The partition commissioner was also given authority to collect rent.
You have taken exception to the partition
Yes,
commissioner's
yes, my
So
lord.
that will be
That is
considered.
important. That is important. Let that be heard.
That
today.
will be considered, and they have a right to file your objection to the exception.
Lordship, I have a right to file an
You are filing your exception.
Yes.
Whether your exception is to be accepted by the other parties or not, that is to be seen. They will also counter it.
Lordship, on the previous occasion, they have done so. And one more thing, Lordship, one of the defendant has inducted a tenant in the dwelling house of the suit property. Lordship, may I kindly indicate, there are 4 immovable properties. Out of the 4, there is 1 which is the dwelling house. The rest 3 are completely tenanted portions. Now, this defendant has purportedly written a letter to the partition commissioner. Partition commissioner does not act on it. Instead, the partition commissioner in its report says that someone has inducted a tenant, and that too in the dwelling house for the first time. Lordship, that
Anyway,
cannot
this will
be allowed.
taken into consideration. Let
Lordship,
the
that cannot be allowed because, Lordship, what has happened is, this is a joint family property, Lordship, in a partition suit. I am the only one staying in that dwelling house. None of them stay here.
with regard to your exception,
Right will go.
affidavits are complete.
My lord,
With regard to your exception, the affidavits are
No, no, no.
complete.
Lordship, there was a direction for filing an exception, which I will be filing today, my lord.
Lordship, I am on behalf of the plaintiff. May I?
You are for plaintiff.
I am for the dependent number
Lordship,
1
this is my
to
exception
12
to the
except
last
10.
report.
Except dependent number
The
10.
application with regard to substitution is filed by you. No, regarding the date of one.
Substitution of the partition commission.
No. Date of one of
Date
the
of
defendant.
dependent number 6.
Application has yet been filed.
It is usually filed by the plaintiff. Okay.
মানে 20
Anyway,
20
Can say partition
25th.
can file if my not direct, I am ready
মানে
to file.
today the 28th,
Your
25th has
dependent
been
number?
expired. 6. I am for the dependent number 1 to 12 except dependent number 10. মানে the dependent number 6 has been expired on 25th April. মানে still now on of 10.
Yes.
And with regard to item number 31, my lord, the pleadings are complete with regard to my application for addition of party. My lord, if your lordship will not kindly fix
Yes,
this. any date,
learned
lordship,
advocate
Lordship,
for the.
may I humbly request,
Yes.
because what has happened, Lordship, I will show from the partition commissioner's report, there is a stranger who has been allowed inside my dwelling house. Lordship, let that not be allowed before the court takes the strict notice of it. They have not preferred an application. No, please. That is on record. That is on record. Not in the dwelling house.
If any order passed by
for
this
the-
honorable court
you are
against
for
the
the
date
plaintiff.
passed on the
Sir, for
order would be
advocate.
No one is
that
passing any
question,
order
that is
against
not a
the dead
question.
person. Please do not
Yes.
mislead the court.
No, certainly not.
Please do not mislead the court.
26, 25th,
No, do not mislead the court.
25th.
You are for?
I am for defendant number 10, my lord. I have already
You are
filed my
for?
exception to the report.
I am dependent, all of the dependent except dependent number 10.
Okay, learned advocate for the defendant number 10 and learned
He
advocate
said
for
no,
the
in-
other defendants are present.
Certainly not.
Learned
Don't
advocate
make
for
this
the
such type of.
applicant intervener is also present. You are for?
I am representing the partition commissioner.
Okay.
Well,
Learned advocate for the applicant intervener and learned advocate for the partition commissioner
2-3 submissions.
are also present. As it is submitted by the learned advocate for the defendant number 6
হবে বাঁচা যাবে না।
that his client died and all the legal heirs are on record. Let necessary steps by filing a necessary application be taken out by the defendants, and let this matter appear on 7/5/2025.
But I am
No,
Lordship,
representing
in
the
the
partition
meantime,
commissioner.
Lordship,
মানে
Let the exception to the commissioner's report filed be kept with the record, and let copies be served upon all the learned advocates, including learned advocate for the partition commissioner.
Yes, ma'am. But on the the learned partition commissioner has been on regular basis collecting the rains, my lord, and he's carrying out the repair work as was been directed in earlier orders passed by the coordinate bench of this honorable court. But only one indulgence, my lord, I was seeking, my lord. We had indicated on the last occasion, my lord, as well. But the initial remuneration was been granted to the partition commission. We were praying for additional remuneration.
Now in this case, one learned advocate was appointed. Thereafter, he appointed survey commissioner.
He's since I'm representing him, my lord.
Okay, you are the advocate commissioner,
He is a-
and you have appointed the survey commissioner.
No. He
You
himself
yourself.
carries out under his supervision. Under
So
his
yourself is the advocate commissioner, come survey commissioner.
I am the partition commissioner appointed by the code number 40
and it's been continuing till then, and as per
But
the.
he has been carrying out the
carrying
various
the-
exercises.
Usually
that
what
were-
happens is this, an advocate is appointed as a commissioner,
Yes, ma'am.
and he, upon discussion with the parties, appoints a survey commissioner
Yes, ma'am. That
from the
will be
panel.
The future course of action that will take
That will be
into
taken
effect.
But
That is
the point
done.
That we have filed 6 reports already have been filed, my lord.
But only for
Anyway, when was the last remuneration paid?
January, he was being paid a 50,000.
Now, when was the last paid?
In January.
January?
This year.
This year.
As the learned commissioner was paid remuneration in the month of January 2025, let further remuneration of 1,000 GMs to be shared by equally by the parties.
There's a direction that he will deduct it from the bank account.
Okay,
He will
let a
deduct
further remuneration of 1,000 GMs be paid to the partition commissioner, and the partition commissioner is permitted to adjust the same from the consolidated account.
Bank account that is
Consolidated bank account, and submit report before the court about the present position of the accounts.
Lordship,
That
may I
is being
kindly
operated, my lord.
indicate the report which was filed by the learned partition commissioner on the previous occasion. On 20th March, the learned partition commissioner had filed a report. Lordship, in that report at paragraph at page 4, it clearly states that defendant number 7 and 8 had given a letter on 5th of March 2025 where they had stated that they had rented out their one room to one society benefit circle and have requested them to pay rent in favor of the learned partition commissioner. Lordship, I'm simply asking, Lordship, before this honorable court, how could they do so when the partition commissioner was already taking rent of other tenanted premises, and without the leave of the court, you are changing the nature, character, and possession of the property? How
Was
could
there,
they do so?
was there any was there any injunction order?
Yes, yes, my lord.
Then it amounts to contempt.
Yes, my lord.
But similar.
But the induction of this particular tenant which my learned friend is alleging.
No, if
was-
there is an injunction
that
restraining
is prior
parting
to
of
the
position,
No,
then
that is
amounts
not
to
prior to
contempt.
the appointment. Lordship may kindly, Lordship may kindly.
Similar
kindly look at
acts
the
were
letter.
taken by the defendant number 10 on several occasions.
No, Lordship,
Crores of rupees has been received from this.
not at all.
to
Not at all.
Received from the
these are
purpose
nothing
of
in
the
record.
avoiding their illegalities. Such type of
There
allegation
is
made
any
before the
violation
court.
of the order, definitely contempt.
My lord, may
Certainly.
kindly see the date of appointment of the partition commissioner and the report the partition commissioner himself writes.
Anyway, you have served him the copy
Yes, my
exception.
lord.
Let him take necessary steps.
My lord, may
You are
kindly
made an
pass.
objection.
My lord, I was humbly beseeching my lord that my lord. No, you are.
Certainly.
Lordship,
Lordship,
Lordship, the plaintiff will not be prejudiced if a tenant is not allowed inside the dwelling house. How a plaintiff, how a plaintiff in a partition suit is affected if
Yes.
a tenant comes to the premises?
You have been served with a copy of the exception.
I do not understand.
You take necessary instruction and apprise the court on the next day.
Yes, get full along.
My lord,
Well,
this
I
was
have taken
appointed
instructions,
before
sir.
before I was appointed,
Before
the
my-
election was done.
Perhaps that
So
is
the
not what has
landlord
come out from the
partition
report.
If it is after, then you
Yes,
see it
my lord.
amounts to
Yes,
contempt.
my
Never,
lord.
never.
My lord,
I
may
see no
kindly
notes,
see
my
that.
lord.
And
My lord, may kindly see that.
Before the partition commissioner was appointed.
heard out on the next date, my lord, because
Before the partition.
Anyway, you have served copy.
yes,
Yes. Pleading is complete.
Pleadings are complete, my lord. If that be heard out, thereafter the suit can proceed.
Okay, let them come on the next.
Was the direction upon them to produce original documents which they were in the last order passed by this honorable.
Anyway, I shall take up this substitution application, the exception to the commissioner's report, and thereafter, with regard to his application.
As my lord.
Great. And we'll also
I'm
file a
grateful.
report as indicated by.
Yes,
the-
yes.
I'm grateful. My lord, this is a partition.
7th of May.
Lordship. Lordship has said the press.
And my lord, another thing. In the last order also, my lord, there was, and in previous order also, no party should create any impediment regarding the access of Thakurghar and other things. Now, my learned friend's client, defendant number 10, he is having the key of the Thakurghar and he is not allowing.
Lordship,
us
I have
to
indicated in my exception. Lordship may kindly visualize. All the parties here except defendant number 10, they do not stay in the dwelling house. They do not stay.
So
No, let me finish.
do not have
Let me
any-
finish. Let me finish.
Thakurghar.
For the longest of time, They did not come to the Thakurgarh to even offer prayers.
Now I object.
Wait,
My lord.
now, Lordship, no, please let me.
Lordship.
Lordship has already given you an opportunity to use an exception. Let them use an exception.
These affirmments are true. For long 5 years, I have not offered any
Yes.
prayer in the Thakurgarh. Suppose let us take it.
There are valuable. There are.
Am I not entitled?
So make an application.
Yes,
for that.
make an application. Make an application.
Make an application.
Lordship, because there are valuable. Lordship knows this is an extremely old property. There are valuable items in the Thakurgarh. I cannot leave it open.
You are not.
And they are not residing there. They are not residing there.
And all are defendants. So I should also have.
No,
any
it's not
access.
about whether you stay there. I cannot leave
Anyway, let me consider the report
Absolutely,
on the
ma'am.
next day, and
Absolutely.
if you are
Lordship,
aggrieved,
I
you come with
kindly
necessary application.
Oblige, my lord.
হয়ে গেছে
I'm
complete
ready.
তাহলে আর কি।
দিদি এটা কেউ ফেলে গেছে। ওরা আসেই না তো, থাকে না এখন ঠাকুরঘরের
না, রঞ্জিত